Making decisions is something we all do every single day, often without even realizing it. From the moment we wake up and decide what to wear, to the choices we make about our work, relationships, and personal growth, decisions shape the course of our lives. Yet, despite making countless decisions, many people struggle with the process. They procrastinate, overthink, or second guess themselves, and in the end, they feel uncertain, stuck, or frustrated. But the truth is, decision making is a skill, one that can be learned, refined, and mastered. By learning how to make decisions like a professional every day, we can unlock a level of clarity, efficiency, and confidence that transforms our lives. The first thing to understand about making decisions like a pro is that clarity is everything. Before making any decision, you must understand what you truly want, what your priorities are, and what outcome you are aiming for. Many people jump into decision making without this clarity and end up feeling overwhelmed or regretful. Take a moment each day to reflect on your goals and values. What really matters to you? What are you striving for in your life, career, or relationships? The answers to these questions will serve as your compass, guiding every decision you make. Professionals don't just make decisions on a whim. They align their choices with their long-term vision and purpose. Once you have clarity, it's important to gather the right information. Pro decision makers know that choices are rarely made in isolation. They consider the facts, weigh the options, and anticipate the consequences. This doesn't mean you need to overanalyze or get bogged down in endless research. It means being informed enough to make an educated choice. Ask yourself, what do I know? What don't I know? Who can provide insight or advice? Collecting the right information gives you confidence and reduces the likelihood of mistakes. It also allows you to make decisions quickly when needed because you have a reliable foundation of knowledge to draw from. Another critical aspect of professional decision-making is the ability to weigh pros and cons effectively. Every choice has advantages and disadvantages, risks, and rewards. The key is to evaluate them objectively, rather than letting emotions, fear, or bias take over. One effective technique is to create a simple list of pros and cons for each option. Sometimes seeing the choices laid out visually can help you recognize which option aligns best with your goals and values. Professionals also consider the long-term impact of their decisions, rather than focusing solely on immediate gratification. They ask themselves, will this choice move me closer to my vision, or will it help me grow, learn, or achieve meaningful results? Time management also plays a crucial role in making decisions like a pro. Professionals understand that not every decision requires hours of deliberation. They learn to differentiate between high-stakes decisions, which deserve careful consideration, and low-stakes decisions, which can be made quickly and adjusted later if needed. Setting a deadline for your decision-making process can be surprisingly effective. It prevents endless procrastination and forces you to trust your judgment. Remember, a decision made in a timely manner is far better than waiting for a perfect answer that may never come. Equally important is the ability to trust your intuition. While data, analysis, and logic are essential, intuition is often the silent guide that helps professionals make quick, confident decisions. Intuition comes from experience, knowledge, and a deep understanding of yourself and your goals. It's that gut feeling that nudges you toward a choice that it feels right. Many successful leaders and decision makers rely on a combination of rational thinking and intuition. They gather the necessary information, weigh the facts, and then listen to that inner voice that tells them which path to take. Learning to trust your instincts is a hallmark of professional decision-making. Decision-making is not just about choosing between options. It's also about committing fully to your choice. Professionals understand that hesitation, doubt, and second-guessing can undermine the effectiveness of any decision. Once a choice is made, they act with confidence and take ownership of the outcome. Commitment fuels momentum, and even if the decision doesn't turn out perfectly, a proactive approach allows for learning, adjustment, and growth. Remember, every decision is an opportunity to learn, refine your judgment, and gain experience. Professionals see mistakes not as failures, but as stepping stones toward mastery. Another skill that sets pro decision makers apart is the ability to minimize the influence of fear and overthinking. Fear of failure, Fear of judgment and fear of uncertainty can paralyze even the most capable individuals. But professionals recognize that risk is a natural part of decision making. They assess potential pitfalls realistically, develop contingency plans, and then move forward without letting fear dictate their actions. By setting clear criteria, trusting their judgment, and taking decisive action, professionals free themselves from the paralysis of doubt and indecision. Delegation and collaboration are also crucial aspects of effective decision making. Odi? No one can make every decision alone, and even the most experienced professionals know the value of seeking input from others. Collaboration allows you to gain diverse perspectives, uncover blind spots, and make more informed choices. Delegation, on the other hand, allows you to focus your time and energy on decisions that truly matter, while trusting others to handle smaller, routine choices. Professionals understand that the power of decision making is amplified when combined with teamwork and the expertise of those around them. Consistency in decision making is another hallmark of professionalism. Making decisions like a pro isn't just about occasional brilliance, it's about cultivating a daily habit of clear, confident choices. Each decision you make shapes your habits, builds your reputation, and defines your life trajectory. Professionals develop routines, frameworks, and principles that guide their choices consistently. They don't rely on random luck or fleeting inspiration. They operate from a system that ensures their decisions are aligned, strategic, and purposeful. Over time, this consistency compounds, resulting in higher productivity, greater success, and a life shaped intentionally rather than reactively. An often overlooked element of daily decision power is reflection. Professionals take time to evaluate the outcomes of their choices. Reflection allows you to understand what worked, what didn't, and why. It provides insight into your strengths, weaknesses, and patterns in your decision making process. By regularly reviewing your decisions, you can refine your approach, avoid repeating mistakes, and strengthen your ability to make better choices in the future. Reflection is the bridge between experience and wisdom, and it transforms ordinary decision making into true mastery. Emotional regulation is also critical in professional decision making. Decisions made under stress, anger, or anxiety are rarely optimal. Professionals learn to pause, breathe, and manage their emotions before making important choices. Techniques such as mindfulness, journaling, or even short breaks can create the mental space needed for clarity. When your mind is calm and focused, you can weigh options rationally, consider consequences objectively, and act with confidence. Emotional control doesn't mean suppressing feelings. It means harnessing them in a way that supports wise decision making. Technology and tools can also support professional decision making. From calendars and task managers to decision matrices and productivity apps, leveraging the right tools can streamline the process, reduce cognitive load, and provide valuable insights. Professionals use tools not as a crutch, but as a support system that enhances their natural ability to analyze, plan, and execute. The key is to use technology intentionally, ensuring it helps rather than distracts from the decision at hand. Ultimately, making decisions like a pro every day requires a mindset shift. It's about viewing decisions as opportunities rather than burdens. Each choice is a chance to steer your life intentionally, build confidence, and grow personally and professionally. By embracing responsibility, clarity, consistency, reflection, and action, you develop a decision making muscle that becomes stronger over time. Professionals don't fear decisions. They welcome them as tools for shaping their future. In conclusion, the journey to making decisions like a professional begins with awareness, clarity, and alignment with your values. It involves gathering information, weighing pros and cons, trusting your intuition, and committing fully to your choices. It requires emotional regulation, reflection, collaboration, and consistent practice. Each decision, no matter how small, is an opportunity to refine your skills, build confidence, and move closer to the life you want. By approaching decisions with the mindset, tools, and habits of a professional, you can navigate uncertainty, overcome fear, and create a life defined by intentional, purposeful choices. Remember, the power to shape your future lies in your daily decisions. And by mastering the art of decision making, you are choosing not just what to do, but who you want to become.